you our third speaker, our speaking contestant of tonight, which is Moritz Ostwald. He's been a long time member of our club and still is. So we're going to hear now Moritz Ostwald, 3 words that changed my life. 3 words that changed my life, Moritz Ostwald.
Raise your arms. Who of you have kids? Great, thank you. And who of you would like to have kids? Or even more kids? And who of you is a child of your parents? Okay, I just wanted to give you a chance that everybody could raise your arms. This speech is for you. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, this speech is about how we can empower ourselves and our children to overcome fears with the magic of 3 words. In October 2012, my wife and I got exciting news. I vividly remember one morning when my wife came out of the bathroom, waving this little thing here back and forth, yet smiling from one ear to the other, and with tears in her eyes, she said, "We are pregnant, we're pregnant!" I remember how we looked at each other, and this weird feeling of disbelief and awe. It was an awesome feeling. We were so thrilled, and yet a bit frightened. Everything was so new, so exciting, our first child. Wow, what a day. A couple of weeks later, we went to our doctor, and he took a blood sample to perform some standard tests, including the likelihood and the possibility that we eventually could have a severely disabled child. And I also will never forget the moment when he disclosed the results 2 days before Christmas Eve. He looked at us, took a deep breath, said, "Mr. and Mrs. Ostwald, I am afraid to inform you that your child has a 50 times higher chance to be severely disabled." Boom! Right in your face. Speechless. Shivering. And we kept asking ourselves one question over and over and over again. What if? What if we would become the parents of a severely disabled child? Would we love her less? Would we love her more? How would our lives change? What about her life? How would you feel in this situation? I tell you how I felt. I was in fear. And thanks to my profession, I know quite a bit about fears. There seems to be a vicious circle everyone encounters sooner or later in their lives. And most of the child's first fear they encounter is actually not being good enough. For example, in school. Every time they return home with not the perfect A or the straight 15 points, they got this clear message. "Hey you, this wasn't good enough. Try again next time, a bit harder." And more often a child experiences this. What happens is they lower their self-esteem. They lower their self-worth. And if this continues over the years, they build up this feeling of actually, "Oh, I don't love myself as much." And this leads to the ultimate fear of not being loved by others. Now, I know what I'm talking about, because when I was a teenager, I was struggling a lot. In fact, the worst thing was learning languages for me. German was bad. English, the worst thing possible. I was the least student in my class. Yeah? So I considered myself being the grandmaster of not being good enough. Until one day, my teacher, Mr. Blankenburg, approached me and said, "Moritz, despite that your grades are quite bad at the time, despite that you're struggling right now, I have news for you. I believe in you. Trust me, everything will be okay. You will have a magnificent life after school. And then he said 3 words to me that changed my life. 3 simple words, yet so profound. You are enough. You are enough, Moritz. Whoa. And I almost forgot about these words until I rediscovered them last year. The moment our little sunshine was born, healthy and so full of energy, so adorable. My wife and I, we were so thrilled that he was healthy, and we named her Julie. There wasn't one day that we wouldn't have been grateful for this wonderful present. And there also was not one day that I would have missed out on my new ritual I introduced on the day my daughter was born. Every evening, right before she goes to bed, I whisper into her ears, "You are enough." And I love you so much, Julie. Every night. And although she's only 8 months old, that she already understands what I'm trying to say. Now, what are my lessons learned from this? Number 1, I am deeply, deeply grateful for this healthy child, and for these wonderful challenges she's giving us every day. And second, whenever I am afraid, whenever I see one of my loved ones being in fear, I keep reminding us about the power of these 3 magic words. You are enough. Moritz, you are enough. Yanni, you are enough. David. Now I have a challenge for you. What if, in the next 24 hours, you keep telling yourself, you are enough, and you keep telling everybody else you see, and particularly every child you encounter, you are enough. And then you just watch how you change, how they change, how the game changes. And maybe these 3 magic words will also change your life as profoundly as they did mine. Mr. Moritz.